Hi guys, welcome to the Link Up, your plug where we talk about things, matters that are happening around the world and here in South Africa. And today we are talking about Black Lives Matter. We are in a pandemic, but this seems like another pandemic that we're dealing with. And today I'm in studio with my lovely ladies. Hi, Sima and Ginny.
Hey!
How are you doing?
Very good. How are you?
I
see you wearing all black for Black
Yeah,
Lives.
I can see you wearing all black for Black Lives.
Oh, okay.
And here for culture.
I mean, for the peeps.
we gotta represent the culture. So today we are talking about Black Lives Matter, and it's quite a crazy topic that's happening because some are saying all lives matter. So what do you guys think?
I personally think that yes, all lives matter, but at this point, let's not take away from what's happening with the Black community, what is happening in the US. Right now, the main focus is Black Lives Matter because of what happened with Floyd, and he is not the first. You know, this is the only time when we decided to take a stand against it. And now other races want to come in and be like, no, our lives also matter. Yes, your lives also matter. But then now let's first tackle this serious issue and not drift away from this and try to make all lives matter, because now it's all about Black Lives Matter. I'm not sure if you get what I'm saying.
No, and honestly, it's not about other races, it's about us. The focus is on us, you know, because other races are not facing the struggles that we're facing on a daily, you know. We get killed every day, like police brutality, you know, for example, in the US. And it's not only there, but I mean, we had our fair share of the apartheid. Our parents had that, like they went through the most, our grandparents, you know, police brutality under the white supremacy. So I mean, guys, like it's our time. Like, okay, we get that, like all lives matter, but it seems like people forget that Black Lives Matter when they like
just generally in life we don't matter. Like, I mean, there's that example of when George Floyd was screaming and he's like, I can't breathe, and then the other race is like making that whole situation similar with the fact that they're saying that we're wearing masks and we can't breathe as well. So why are we going through this? And it's like, how are we reducing such a big deal to such a small thing? Like, what are we so much that
why are we comparing the two?
Exactly.
You know?
So I think like maybe, I don't know, we're just at a time where maybe it's time now where things are actually going to change. I know it's been like this for as long as we've lived, and it's been worse, and seems like it's getting worse now, you know, because you're hearing so many cases.
I don't think it's getting worse now. It has always been worse, but the only difference would be that back then those things were never documented, those things were never filmed, you know. And now we're living in an era whereby we have social media, we have technology, like literally we have earphones there to actually take videos of whatever is happening, of which it's both a good and a bad thing, because at times someone would be needing help and all we do, someone is drowning, and what we do,
we take
pictures, we're taking videos and we're laughing, we're creating jokes about it, you know. But on some instances, for example the Floyd one, you know, I feel like it's the fact that it got filmed and then we actually got to see what people have been going through, you know, because for some people they just like, people are exaggerating, you know. So I think it's best that they actually see the kind of
reality,
you know, the reality of Black people about the entire time. So
So I have a quick question to ask. Like, for example, this thing has gotten so deep that even like children and stuff, you see discrimination. Like, I mean, I know babies and stuff, but once a child becomes conscious or aware of things in life, you find like very young people being like discriminating. There's this video that I saw of a girl who they were cycling, Black kids, they were just cycling and they passed through a neighborhood that happens to be a white neighborhood, and they were so attacked by these other little kids, and they're being told to go back, you Black niggers and stuff like that. So I'm just like, how do we inform like children? How do we get to that point where it's like we don't see color anymore? How do we inform the children? Because obviously the children is like the next generation. We are where we are because we were not taught.
I think that we should start with educating. like white kids, right? Because when they grow up in some places, it's like, oh no, you black, we can chill with you. Oh no, this and this, you know. It starts at a young age. This is something they grew up with. It's like a generational cycle. Not all white people are bad. Not all white people are racist, but then there's still white people who are racist out there. And it should be a thing that is discussed with their kids as they grow up. Even with black people, you know, don't be racist and be like, now it's a cycle because here in South Africa, we went through apartheid
so
and
you
whatnot.
Have to hate
so you have to hate white people and all of that. You have to educate them at a young age that, listen, no, there is no color. Everyone is equal. If you want to make a friend with a white person, it's okay. If you want to make a friend with a black person, it's okay. They're human. Do not look at color. We are all one. Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm also with her. This whole behavior, it's actually, it's taught, you know, because when kids are kids, they playing, they don't see color, whatever, you know, at school, they playing together, they're having fun and whatever and whatever. Until now, a certain adult that's going to tell the child, man, listen, those are black people. You don't be loving black people, whatever, whatever. Then now they start putting these ideas in kids. And then now kids grow up with the hate because kids do not hate generally, you know. But now because these things, they are taught, you need to hate the black person and whatever. So now they grow up with those things, thinking that these are like izinto that are actually correct, and all that. Like she said, no, we're not gonna lie. I mean, there are people who are white who are not sharing
genuinely
the same
good people,
you know, who are not sharing the same bad behavior with the other people who chose to be different, who chose to understand that black people are people just like them, you know, but it's just like a matter of pigmentation and whatever. So guys,
so basically, like, we have to, I mean, just to expand it a little bit, that you mentioned how it's a taught thing. Like, racism is a taught thing, and if a white child is taught that this is how you should treat black people, in their head that they think it's right. They don't see anything wrong with that. So even also, I wanted to mention in our black community that we're teaching also hate.
That's true.
As much as we've been oppressed, but there's a part of us that we're forgetting to love, regardless of what we've been through. It's like, I'll treat a white person, like, badly because of the apartheid or what we're still going through right now. So I think we mustn't even go to that side of hate, and you can't fight fire with fire.
You know what I think? I think, like I said, growing up, those things, it's not necessarily bad. I don't think we are taught to hate, but as we grow up, it's because the behavior of the other race does not change.
Yes.
And then because it's not changing, and now we are conscious of the things that are happening, you know, it's not a matter of our parents telling us, yo, this is what happened, because it's not like, the history of the apartheid in Indon is taught at schools.
Yes.
So we don't really know the history of South Africa and apartheid because we taught about Hitler. You understand? So we don't know our own history, ne? So we grow up and then we get excited when you see a white person, you get excited when you're friends with a white kid at school and whatever, you know, those things, they excite you, ne? Until then, you see stuff on social media, until then
suddenly
you
you're like,
up,
wait.
and then you're like, but I don't understand. Now the hate, it grows within Wena because it's just like, this thing, it does not change. They keep on doing it. So basically, they never loved us, but they've been tolerating us. So it's like, there's like a ticking bomb kind of situation.
Already, like, it's like, I'm angry already.
They're waiting for that moment, and then it explodes. They say something, but they become racist, you know? And then someone would say, no, because I was angry, and that's why I said this and this and that. But all along, it was at the back of your mind, obviously. So that's why you actually said it, you know? So I don't think we are taught to actually hate white people because, I mean, most of, like, black people, they fear white people. They see people who are superior and all that. So obviously, they still fear them and all that. So it's not a matter of, oh, okay, well, they hate them. But they keep on proving themselves as to why we cannot, like, just move on.
Yeah, but the
like
thing,
each day they remind us, okay, as we're about to, okay, well, we put it aside, and then another white person is gonna come and say something that's gonna be so provocative,
Yeah. And also, it's really sad that till now in 2020, we're still dealing with the same issues. Like, when are we going to evolve as people, you know? Now, this is the new generation. We're still carrying on with the same cycle. We've been fighting over this. When is the fight going to end? When are we going to be one? When are we going to be seen as united,
one
you know?
human race.
Yes.
One human
Personally,
race.
Nashem, I think, guys, as long as there's still black and white, then there's no hope of us. Like, I mean, we can't lie about it. I mean, amongst us black people, we see light skinned. So obviously the kid is gonna say, but why am I different from those ones? Yeah, but looking at the skin color and doni, yeah, but so we cannot not see color at the end of the day. But it's just a matter of teaching the child and teaching everybody else that we are all humans. You know, we are all humans. We all have like the same blood, organs, and whatever. Yeah, so like, guys, that's all that people need to understand. Yeah, but I feel like it's still gonna drag. It's still gonna drag because remember, these things were taught, and abanye they actually think they fine. And also you might find that when white people are chilling at home, they talking nasty things about black people. So kids are around, obviously. So if this is the conversations they having at home, obviously the kids are gonna grow up thinking oh, okay, cool, so this is the way to go, this is how to speak about this certain race. Yeah, but so Yonke Lando, I don't think they'll ever end anytime soon.
I kind of believe that they will get to a point of where we all just accept each other for what it is, because I mean, like, it can't go on forever. Like, there's a specific reason why we're all here on this earth, and passing through here, people die, and, you know, some live for a very long time. So I think as long as we are still somewhere here on this earth, there is a time where we might be, there is a lot of hope, as much as we're still here, as long as we're still here. And the fact that, like, things, like, there's some light we see in Black lives, that, you know, things are starting to change.
Yeah, we're
evolving. Things are actually changing than what it was even 2 years ago, and things like that. So I think, you know, people out there really need to take this whole thing seriously, that to see a human race as the human race and not color. Imagine how boring it would be, the rainbow just having purple or like freaking green, and it's like, what? Like, that wouldn't make much sense either. You know, like, even soil, you know, you see the beach has different colors of soil. There's different kinds of soil with what grows here and where. So without the black race, maybe other people wouldn't exist. Like, we need each other somehow as the human race.
But I think we're trying.
True, and I like that.
Yes.
It was so lovely having this conversation. Unfortunately, we have very little time. Guys, thank you so much for having us. And I mean, you can hear this topic is very vast, it's very big. We could go on and on trying to talk about this. But like, what I have to say to viewers out there, guys, let's stop hating one another. Can we be filled with love? And because love just makes you see nothing else but the person for who they are. Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies.
Oh, it's always a pleasure, honey.
And there we have it. We have to close up now. It was such a nice, amazing conversation. Of course, we didn't manage to get in so deep into it because of time. But please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just hit the subscribe button over there and put some comments, you know, any advice that you have to give. And also follow us on our social media on All Day TV. And it is goodbye for now.